This is Eric at WDW and we are back to mess with the Genie. Or, not everybody is a Disney prince or Disney princess. Some of us are Disney peasants. We use the free version of the Genie service. So today, this is our second in a series. We're going to do EPCOT. If you didn't see Magic Kingdom, we'll have a link below. But check it out. We're going to do only what Genie tells us to do. We are not allowed to skip anything that Genie tells us to do. I'm going to set some basic preferences, and then we'll go about our day. Can we do Remy? It's virtual queue. We'll see. Soarin and Test Track. Those are my preferences. Entertainment. It's asking me if I want to see Harmonious. We are not going to buy anything. By the way, just for those keeping track, it's 11:53 a.m. and my pedometer says 1,149 steps. Here we are in front of Spaceship Earth. So where else should we start our day except the Le Haye Boulangerie Patisserie in France? So here we go. We do what the Genie says. We don't say no. Let's go to France. There's so much to do at EPCOT.
Start again.
There's so much to do here at EPCOT. We highly recommend you come. All kinds of science happening behind us. Pounding, building, construction, desolation. So we made it to France. The Boulangerie Patisserie does not do mobile order, apparently. So we're gonna have to go in here and just wait in line. All right, so that was about a 25-minute wait. Seemed like a waste of time, but loophole, they have beer. Gina didn't say I couldn't have a beer if they sent me to a place where so, cheers, we got beer, Kronenberg, and the croissant amande du fromage, which was just the cheapest thing I saw on the menu. We're done. Of course, it's raining now because we're in Florida. And we're kind of in a weird pattern here because the next thing that Genie says to do is to get a boarding group, because the boarding group started at 1 o'clock. It's 12:50 now. But then it's telling us to go to see the Voices of Liberty. So I think we should go to the Voices of Liberty, since even if we get a boarding group, it probably won't be right at 1.
The rain, rain, rain came down, down, down in rushing, rising rivers.
Now it's really raining. Thanks, Disney Genie. So I'm actually impressed that the Genie is recommending we get the boarding group. It's factoring in that you may want to see this attraction. It will probably change my entire rotation if we get it. 12:59, getting ready to join. We'll see how this goes. All right, we're in group 109. Group 109, our estimated wait time is 330 minutes. So let's see if Genie puts this into our day now. Yeah, it has us going back at about 6:30. So it did. Congrats, Genie. You did a good job putting this back in our day. You did a bad job with some of the stuff coming up, but let's see if we can make it to a few of these things. It's raining a little bit, but never hurt anybody. So we're here. Genie, as you can see, tells us to go to Voices of Liberty at 1:15. Voices of Liberty, according to this, are at 1:10. So I don't know if Genie's messed up or if the sign's messed up. Maybe get your act together. I don't know.
Please welcome the Voices of Liberty. This is my...
All right, number one, the Genie was right. It was 1:15. The sign was wrong. It was 1:10. Or they just want people to get in there at 1:10 for the 1:15 show. I don't really know. I've been dreading this. I didn't pick this attraction. We have the option to pay $9, but because of the rules of the way we set this up, we're going to Frozen Ever After. It says it's a high wait time, 75 minutes. So we've walked from directly in front of Spaceship Earth, and the Genie had us ignore everything till we got to the bakery in France. Now we've seen the Voices of Liberty, and now we're going to stand in line at Frozen Ever After. Posted wait time was 75 minutes. It's 2:35. It's been 39 minutes. About 50%, 52, 53% of what they said it was. Anyway, I'm happy, but also each minute feels like an eternity in this queue. Okay, I think we should point out what is obvious to a lot of viewers, a kind of troubling trend. We first noticed it at Magic Kingdom. Some of these paid standalone lightning lane attractions, the wait times are around half what reality says they are. I know Space Mountain, if you watch our Magic Kingdom video, was way off. This said 75, it's 39. So I'm not saying they're doing this on purpose. I'm just saying trust your gut sometimes. Sometimes the data is not right. Walt Disney Imagineering presents the EPCOT experience. That's right, we walked a full lap of the park so that we can now go see the EPCOT experience over at the Odyssey. So, as we said, we do what the genie tells us to do. Come on. Okay, we're here at the Walt Disney Imagineering presents the EPCOT experience. There's a time issue because it has us going at 4 o'clock. It has us plotted for a 4 o'clock arrival. It's 2:49. So we're going to go in here. We're going to run into trouble with scheduled shows coming down the line though. So we'll go in here, check it out. I guess we have to sit through the whole thing. Shorter than it used to be, right? When I used to have Mary Poppins attraction planned. Oh, projector's not working. Alright, so now it's time for the JAMMitors. We found an earlier show at 3:20. We got a few minutes. And the big cheese himself and Minnie, they're out here opening for the JAMMitors. Check it out. You may notice we're back exactly where we started some 7,000 steps ago, and was that 4 hours ago? We've seen one ride so far. We're about to go on our second journey into imagination with Figment. It says it's a short wait.
No. Remember I was joking?
5 minute. 5 minute wait.
To our special drive-through open house. I'm Dr. Nigel Channing, Chairman of the Imagination Institute.
On your tour today.
Right at the start of everything that
It is muggy out here. It's raining and then getting hot and then raining and getting hot. Really good if you're walking a lot at Epcot with wet shorts. Journey into Imagination with Figment. It said it was 5 minutes. It was 5. Something stinks. I didn't smell that with my imagination, by the way. Anyway, next it has us going to Soarin. Right back, we walked past there a minute ago, so we're gonna walk backwards and go to see Soarin. The app says 15 minutes, the sign says 15 minutes. It's 3:54.
Hello and welcome to WDW News Tonight.
Soarin, right on. We did it right on time. Now it's saying living with the land, which is a nice relief. It did make some weird recommendations in the middle. They've disappeared. It wanted me to go see Mariachi Cobre, but we were already in the line for Soarin. So we're pretty far ahead of schedule. It's 4:26. It's saying this is for 6:10, but let's go live with the land. So, live with the land, we're done. It changed up, it was gonna send us to Japan to watch the drummers. But now it's letting us eat instead. We're gonna eat right here at Sunshine Seasons. All right, so Sunshine Seasons, we're having stir-fried chicken. There were some flatbreads. I don't know if Jake got them on camera. They were just awful looking. And for the 50th, iridescent We're going with Bud Light. Most importantly, everyone's been waiting. They have red Gold Ketchup here. I'm not gonna put ketchup on my rice, but I had to get it for just to document it. Red Gold. That really makes it 3-0 in favor of Red Gold. Even though I happen to know that there's some Heinz in this park. So Red Gold taking over. We don't know why. This is hard-hitting stuff. As we discussed on the last video, Bob Chapek used to work for Heinz, but he's from Indiana, which is where Red Gold is. My speculation as to why they choose one or the other is whichever one's cheapest. So I keep an eye on this development. Oh no, Jake. What's the worst attraction at Walt Disney World?
Harmonious.
It's sending us to my least favorite, the Beauty and the Beast sing-along. There's good news after that if it stays. But as of right now, it's just going to Beauty and the Beast sing-along at 5:05, which actually it's 5:06 now, so I don't know. Be Showtime coming up soon, unfortunately. So Beauty and the Beast sing-along. I don't know what I did to deserve this.
It's a mess, this new EPCOT, it's a mess. They say put in more IPs, well we say that is all BS.
That was terrible. There's a silver lining that I think there's a glitch in the Genie. I'm not making this up. I don't know if it didn't log that we ate at Sunshine Seasons, but it's sending us for crepes. Oh. And hey, why not? I think we deserve them after that. We are in La France. Evian, the water of the French people, I guess. And crepes. So these are delicious. Oh, they're out of spoons. Can't all be home runs and triples. Sometimes it's double, but they're awful tasty. Our boarding group has been called. Let's see what it's all about. So Remy was a 53-minute wait. It's supposed to be 30. It was 53. Now, guess what? Yep, we get to walk all the way across the park again. Spaceship Earth. And if you're gonna roll with the Genie all day, it's time to get a new fuel rod. $7.45. All right, so that was Spaceship Earth. Obviously, very beautiful. Beacon of magic. No way. I'm so mad right now. Jake, it's sending us to Awesome Planet. We've walked past the land 4 times today. Why is it sending us back there? And it gets worse. Because after Awesome Planet, it wants us to go on Turtle Talk with Crush and The Seas with Nemo and Friends in that order. And Turtle Talk with Crush is kind of like the post show to The Seas with Nemo and Friends. So I have no idea who's pulling the strings. This is like the guy from Squid Game. This is inhumane. It's like a war crime. Well, that was terrible. Yeah, Turtle Talk with Crush. And then The Seas with Nemo and Friends. Genie says we do it, we do it. I fucking hate Turtle Talk. Can we? It's the next last thing. We have to do it, but I'm not going to be happy about it. One more thing. We got to do The Sea with Nemo and Friends. Should be easy. All right, another day in the books of me doing whatever the Disney Genie told me to do. And I have to say, today was pretty much a complete disaster. Magic Kingdom had some highs and lows. I would give that like a C. I give this like a solid F. Granted, it is fair to say that I'm not using the Genie app exactly as it's intended. I am trying to give it a lot of freedom to dynamically assign things to me. but there's no excuse for some of the stuff that happened today. Walking to the land, walking by there 5 times, doing an attraction several hours later when I had been in that building and the attractions line was no longer than it was when we came back. That's just ridiculous. Also, I never got to ride Test Track. That was one of the I only chose 3 rides that I wanted to ride today. Test Track was one of them. It did not let me ride it, and it made me go to Frozen Ever After, right, with a 75-minute posted wait time. So clearly a lot of work to be done. Also, actually, it's not as bad as I thought. 15,655 steps we took, which, granted, that's a full day's work, and I'm tired. But truly, if you're coming here, the Genie might be a good thing to guide you a little bit with, but I wouldn't rely on it, and I certainly wouldn't count on it to get you on the attractions you definitely want to ride. So we're going to give this another shot tomorrow at Hollywood Studios. That's probably going to be a disaster too. I have a feeling that EPCOT and Hollywood Studios are both just the design of the parks and what's available are just not cut out for this Genie app. And EPCOT in particular has a lot of junk attractions that can dump you in that aren't really attractions. I mean, the JAMMitors, talented guys, entertaining, not really an attraction. The EPCOT experience, definitely not really an attraction. A lot of Turtle Talk with Crush, a lot of like just junk that it threw at us. So we'll give it a shot again tomorrow. If you tell me in the comments if you think I screwed up, you did a good job. If you think I'm probably gross right now for being rained on and sweating all day, and we will see you next time.